were talking about this yesterday, sort of in preparation for this conference. And I still advise, and even without the Citizens United decision, I've advised a lot of clients in the industries that I usually end up working with, which are mostly healthcare industries, not to give any money to either side. Or if you do, give it to both sides. Because politicians really don't know much about the issues. They really don't. But believe me, they remember who gave money. And they remember those ads. They can remember the ads. I can remember the ads that they ran against me, not in the presidential race, but in my first governor's race. And that was almost 20 years ago. You never forget that stuff. And you may have a hard, we do a lot of work in the biotech industry, and we have a hard time differentiating in people's minds biotech from pharma. But they remember the ads, and they remember who was on whose side and who wasn't. And it makes a big difference. Many of you are in that end of the business. You know how hard it is to get in to see some people, and especially if you've been an active contributor to an ad that ended up really inflaming the election or insulting someone or so forth. So politicians are thin-skinned. They have incredibly long memories. And I think at this particular junction, in this, what I think most of us agree is an insane political environment in terms of actually getting anything done for the country. If people, I actually recommend don't play at all. But that's not really good advice for all corporations. Some have to. And some are only going to be supported by one side. It doesn't make any difference if they do anything for the other side because they're not going to get their support anyway. So there are exceptions, and I think that's what this is really about, is to try to figure out when you should contribute, when you shouldn't. And the most important thing, and McKenna Long's been doing this for a long time, is the compliance piece. You do not want to get yourself in trouble, and it is really easy to do it. And there are law firms that I'm aware of that are for candidates that keep you out of trouble, keep candidates current with the FEC law. What we mostly do is keep corporations out of trouble.